Okay, I think we're almost ready to go live. Hey guys, how we doing? I think we're live. Does my voice come through okay? So welcome to the Monday stream. So, I don't really have a plan for today. But we're gonna start off here. We're just gonna see if people sort of turn up. I know one of my controllers is fast running out of battery, so that is a thing. So we're over at the Ryokan right now. So if there's music playing, actually I should probably turn that down. So I never know with this music if it's sort of copyrighted or not. Let me just turn the TV off in here a sec. Where's that? Beautiful. I think that stopped. Yes, we've stopped the media player in here. Ah, there we go. So Monday, guys. Monday. We have arrived. It's been a busy day. I've been at work all day. And looking forward to dinner tonight. It's gonna be burritos. Nice. Yeah, I do like burritos. I don't have burritos very often, but I get quite excited. So I think we just have a little explore today and just see where the weather takes us as it is. I think I've got a lovely place lined up. So I was wandering around this absolutely darling nightclub. Not night home, sorry, lighthouse. Wrong 2 syllables. I was walking around this lovely lighthouse earlier. It really was great. And first things first, guys, I've just got to set myself to I'm streaming on Twitch. Here we go. I'm also streaming on YouTube and X and all the other great services. I am not streaming on TikTok, however. We go through this every time. Yeah, TikTok streaming at the moment is not for me until they change their policies. Yeah, less on that. I have had that rant several times, so I won't bore you with that today. But yes, so we are streaming live to YouTube, to not to Instagram, not today. I haven't done an Instagram stream in a while, actually. I probably should. Yeah, I probably should. It's not something I enjoy doing because the portrait format kind of messes with me, but I think now I'm using sort of camera follow. That could actually work really well. Yeah, maybe tomorrow's stream I'll do it to Instagram as well. What do you reckon? I think so. Okay, so today's outfit, we're wearing these lovely gym shorts. I really like these. I think these are by, they Sakura? Or, not sure. I think they are. Absolutely lovely. I don't wear them very often. I like the high split on the side. It's quite nice. And the top is just the stock. Sort of long sleeve yoga top from the creator, what is it now? It comes with the body mesh. I quite liked it, so I kept it. I'm going to do more designs for these things over time when I get a little bit more confident with piling on textures. And I've already started splitting out avatars now into separate avatars, so I'm not quite so overloaded on each one. That's always a bit of a thing. But yes, let's start exploring, shall we? So I want to show you the lighthouse first, because that was absolutely amazing. Now, it's a very well-known one. It's actually fun, and it's ill. In fact, we'll sit from, actually, you can buy Gumroad, I believe. In fact, I saw it in pictures, and I thought it was absolutely lovely. So I recommended it to my very good friend, Masacoach, because I know he's looking for a lighthouse in VR chat to call his own and run his business from now. And I sort of said, hey, try this. Haven't spoken to him about it since. That was about a week ago, but all good. If we jump into the lighthouse now, but right, here we go, guys. I'm gonna go and see an amazing lighthouse. I'd seen this in videos and pictures, but it wasn't until I actually walked around its day and I realised how good it actually is. So, to be honest, if I hadn't recommended it to Masacoach, I probably would have bought it myself. I still probably would. Actually, it's really good. It's really, really good. So we start off sort of on this lovely dock here, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the order of the day. She got this lovely sea all around us. Again, it's very performant, this map, so I'm not worried about the performance in here at all. But over there, there's a wonderful beach, which we'll go and have a look at first. Yeah, let's do that. So if I just take point here, and I'll run ahead. Okay, but we're cool. So we're just gonna way through the grounds. The way the terrain's been done and sort of painted, and all the vegetation looks absolutely amazing. That this beach, I admit I want to do a beach in here, chat. You know I love beaches. Those of you guys who have sort of tuned in before, you know I've got a bit of a thing about beaches. They're just, for me, the idea of just lying around in the sun all day on the warm sand is just amazing, and the sound of the sea is just one of the most soothing sounds out there. I love it. So yeah, sorry, that's some. I'm wearing some extra motion trackers today. I've got ones on my elbows, so it's just. That's funny. If I just kind of dip my hands here, you can actually see that they're not quite calibrated. I don't think. I need to come back and sort of get better straps than I think. But yeah, it's fun. Boop boop. Yep. Yeah, no, I can definitely see the calibrations falling apart there. Let me just quickly do that. Oh yeah. Okay, that should be better. So that's fun. Although, yeah, it doesn't seem to be very even, unless I've got some kind of spinal deficiency, which, as far as I know, I don't. My arms are not level there, so that may need some calibration. Let's just see how that's doing. Hey, SJ, how you doing? You okay today? You been busy? So anyway, let's carry on. So on the beach, you've got this wonderful sort of Pro TV thing, like a little media player just here. Which is great, and you can sort of put on your favourite movies here on the projector. In front of me some which is just here, it's down there. There's a little widget down here so I can enter a URL from YouTube or what have you and just play music or movies up there, which is wonderful. And if you like about it, the thing I wrote this map, and this was a complete hidden surprise, which let's run over it. Look at this ball we've got. This is, look at really fancy. So, I see, we can turn the ocean, volume down. That's okay. Branch is nice. That also. There's a whole lot of like, there's post-pros you can turn off for testing these as well. To the weather, before your own section, look at this. Look at this. Swipe this. And for example, I can hit the button and the whole thing to night time just turns at night. I love beach. Wow, gotta be honest, beaches at night, they're amazing. Beaches in the day, right? And with beaches, I like as well. Beaches at night are on the eyes. It's easier for us, but without the relaxing sound of the waves, well, it's just simply the dark back over here, so much more to the kids we've got. But let's watch, see, we also have a full sunset. Have this beauty already. Look at that. Look up now to a lovely, carefully, it's changed in the show long as well. I don't know if you can see this, but Addo's a very, today in Beth, you'll see Zach back again. If I just flick it to all it means. Alright, so. To see the shadows just get drawn. I don't know if this is multiple times baked and it's just switching it over. If so, that's very, very clever. I kind of want to buy it to see how they did it, to be honest. Be scrolling clouds up above, which look incredibly parallax. That's a really nice effect. I don't know if you'd see the clouds. Look at the clouds. Like, from where you are, they probably look a little flat, but from where I am, they look volumetric. They look like they've got some puff to them. It's quite amazing. But anyway, my favourite bit is coming up. You ready? So this is the thunderstorm. So we get the rain. I'm sure you guys can hear the thunder, but I'm just gonna pump up the sound of it a sec. There you go. So a lovely thunderstorm going on. So I think we're gonna leave that on while we explore the rest of it. What do you think? The samples used for the thunder are absolutely incredible. They've done such a good job. And the flashing is really unnerving as well. It really sends shivers down me. So if we just sort of run up here, we're going to sort of go up this bank. Or when you go in, there's a number of houses, there are ways into it. Shoot to go out of house, you can bridge door. It's like that Horizon will be the earth and the sky, but crisper. Yes, I know the one, that the earth and the sky one is actually created by Rexrod. He's a brilliant builder. If my arm starts doing funny things, don't worry, guys. I'm testing out some shoulder-based trackers, and they are not very so well. So if I If my arm starts crapping out, that's why. Seems to be corrected. Yeah, we'll see. No, we'll see. I don't think I've calibrated it right, but we've got some arm movement at least. So weird. Yeah, that's definitely not right. I'm just gonna have a quick calibrate a sec. Bear with me. Sorry, otherwise my arm's gonna be freaking out all over the place. If it's too much, I'll just turn them off and carry on. We seem to always have these sorts of woes. Miss Show, sidway through some. Full reset. You must still go. Okay. Go. And then we're in a ging pose. Ready? Skip. Bit forward when I'm doing that. Actually, a little, we just quickly calibrate. And then last, because these, yeah, drift. They really drift. Things do, they're very good, but they do suffer from drift. They definitely a way to turn them on. There's a them who got to just let gyros as at 0 there. Well, all cool, whatever. Oh, hello. How you doing? For my name, I haven't got. There's a name for a little wedge. And see you being. Dre doll, I'll have the you. Yeah, I can see. You can see me. Or I could definitely see. I don't know. Well, I see you, but Dripping, it's been. Hey, how have you? It's been a very, very long time. We're exploring a lighthouse. Come and have a look with us. So, there's 2 front doors. And you can see just here. You can go in either one of these. One's a hallway, one goes into the lounge. So I think we'll go actually into the lounge here, ready? So, boop, and if we just walk in. So did I mention that this world is actually by Spooky Ghost, though, who is the same creator behind, the Hidden Heights world that I bought in the last month till I'm running most nights, to be honest, on weekends to do social occasions. It's a lovely mansion on top, and I absolutely love it for help. But also Spooky is very well known for building the Black Cat. So yeah, a legendary level creator. Have I ever met Proximity Chat? I haven't met No, I'm just chat. I think Proximity Chat usually if you meet means you've done something, I don't know, I've been wrong. Videos, I've seen some of them, but no, I haven't seen, I have to be honest with Proximity Chat, probably get on. I the same thing, I don't do Proximity Chat, but we see it's what fair to be, it is kind of funny. So yeah, this is a lovely kitchen. I really, really like it. Like this little tap. Oh, I can turn the tap on. I didn't know that. Well, that's nice. Let's turn it off again. This is going to make a right mess. Gonna flood the kitchen. Lovely, hilarious, and we've got like a balcony, lovely dining area up there. We'll have a look at in a sec. And I want to take you to the top of the lighthouse as well. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, let's have a look. Actually, we'll look at the basement's the first place we'll look at. We're going to try and so get ready. I'm in the camera behind me, otherwise you guys are just going to... There's a random bear fly through a wall view. And I'm not sure why. It's just... It's a cardboard cassette of a bear. It's hilarious. And if we go in here's alley basement with us, we've got this lot of pop culture kind of stuff. Yeah. Nazis in here to celebrity. Oh my goodness. Just looking at the wall over here. I'm actually trying to work out who these people are. Definitely recognises Elton John there. Oh, I see. The picture's resolution, which is not helpful. Quite low. But okay. Thinking that was Kiss. I thought for a sec. It's not. It's not Kiss. Obviously, it's dressed up as Kiss. It's just some kid. But I can see Alice Cooper there as well. This is wonderful. Oh yeah, we've kissed. There's Kiss directly. I can see Jean. My brain is tight. My brain's rubbish. I'm getting all of it. These trapped here because of not happy, are they? Okay, there we go. So, Gene Simmons, thank God. Help me out here for that. See, it kicked in about my branchy. Mine's just not good. Okay, I keep so forward. Walking on this is ejecting me through the room. I'm so sorry. I think let's get out of here. It's well as made for me. Like people sure could. I could rescale myself, but it's a hassle. So, if we let's go upstairs, we've got this lovely balcony area that's just looking range. Which is nice. Down onto the Sheldon, thank you so much. Thank you for, I try and do it to either amuse or help people, like, it's, take a tutorial. If I can mail for people, if there's enough interest, I'll absolutely do it, because I love trying to solve problems, and if I can solve them, then I'll absolutely make a nice video about it and put it up, so hope people, and a little help. You get people coming into the Lotus actually saying thank you as well, as usually around hot topics, like sort of clothing tutorials, or that thank me. I've had a few leaking, those who have actually for light baker, who managed to dig problems with light baking, and one of the is that you have to, your horizons actually have to bake the and entrado positions on this texture, which is actually to the diffuse really inefficient. Like, it can be done, but it just results in quite large images, because you're basically taking potentially tiled diffuse textures, and then you're baking them, and you valid definition that way. That can lose a lot. The way other game engines work is they actually bake the shallows and emissions on top of, like, as a separate layer. So you still benefit from having the tiled layer underneath, but then you have the baked EXIF sort of shallow and emissions map on top. And that's where Horizons needs to be. And I think that's where they're going in the future with the new engine. So stay tuned, it will happen. I'm just going to try and recenter myself. Oh my god, do you see around? That's mental. I just twisted. These trackers are not playing ball. These still at all. Get tuned what random crap is going to happen. Here, Stapen. Let's just have a little look. So, if I just quickly calibrate again. To know what that's all about. He hadn't sort of, he would have had to rate them. Properly recon. Yeah, we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Italy, the other hackers are behaving themselves today, which is nice. I like how VR chat doesn't have black floors and walls like Horizon Worlds. It can afford light map, I guess. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Because you develop worlds directly in Unity, you benefit from all the systems that are in Unity, sort of the feature, when dealing with sort of the RChat. You know, it's still going to be supported, obviously, on the and so headsets. But things like sort of layered textures are definitely that they do layered textures in Horizons, which to actually played with. To be honest, I haven't. There's something in the middens where you have to array material guide texture draw 0100 to just like 02 etc. And it does apparently do it, but I need to, maybe I'll have a go with it and make a video if it's any good. Anyway, let's go see the lighthouse, guys. So the staircase to the lighthouse is this week. Is actually quite, this will look big. There's lots and lots of bedrooms. So if I sort of make my way up, you'll see, you know, and stand in the lighthouse. This is nice, look, comfy lighthouse. And I can go where it's this door, look. And now we're standing outside overlooking the sea. So I'm that's room, to be honest, out. There's a lot of doing my better here, so months. It's a very small, so I'm going to show you one of my favourite features in is the walkway there, actually. If I just sort of jump down here, Eyes and uses vertex lighting, no extra UV lighting, layer like Unity. Yes, that's which is absolutely correct. Why the only, and it's quite mad, I start getting interested, because when you get into it, and you ask these questions like, how can I do shadow maps in Horizons, and it can, and I've done a new 40-minute tutorial on it, which apparently has been quite helpful to people. But again, it's like, it looks Grilly is pushing right, and it reverse the abilities that they're you to use in Horizons. But it's, you know, these things are not new technologies. And honestly, when you start Googling how can I bake lighting and emissions onto diffuse textures, you do get some nonsense results. Not really a done because it's Bing. You know, it kind of harkens back to when we used to when we wanted to do transparency when building with I might have to disable these trackers because this is pissing me off. Hang on, let me just that's a sec, guys. Let me just do everything's about to go really spazzy. No. I'll be just a sec. But turn off, yeah. 1 trackle. Turn off tracker 2. That should oh, sorry. I'm like literally recalibrating it every like 2 minutes. That's not I'm not on playing that gith. Oh, my left side need is apparently recalibration. So set I guess to a full room. Check. And body. These have been quite mischievous recently. And I don't know why. I think if I just quickly calibrate, that should That should be okay. Now let's just check everything's moving. Yes. By God, the chest in the left. Oh, so I have now lost calibration. This is scrapping it. I'm very, very tempted to turn off tracking for the rest of the day if I get any more interruptions. Let's try it one more time. Okay, and lock. Stable. Okay, everything seems to be going okay. That's wonderful. Alright, so, and that goes. Keep an eye. There we go. Breathe. Yeah, chat. Yeah, it is. It's. But my there we go. But now I can actually move freely. I'm unscrewing. Yeah, right. No, it is. Anyway, we ran upstairs. I want to show you my favourite feature in this map before we move on. There are lots of bedrooms actually, so if I was to sort of go in here, you could actually see the lovely decorated bedroom, lovely rooms. Really cool. Oh my God, no, that's Aussie. That's a thing. Like a really young Aussie art picture. And there's Osborne on elbow cat out of Luke's. There's a Skywalker over here as well, which is amazing. Look, by God. But it's far. Put him in there. A stupid. One thing that annoys me about VR chat, I'm gonna be careful for this, is that if I lean over things, for some reason it takes the centre of my character and goes, they're standing on this platform. Your neck, no. I'm like, okay. Big just did. Ready? Ayo! Oh God. Okay. Let's get out of here. So onward, take later onward. I need onward and put this banister? No. Stairs. So I have to find this. It's really spooky having this in the store. My luck. Have it. So, okay. Oops, just duck there. But yeah, no, there's a garage, there's an office, there's a lovely bathroom actually. Where is the room? If I can find the bathroom, I wouldn't mind showing you that. Oh yeah, here's the bathroom. I love this bathroom, I gotta be honest. Where did I put you? Where did I put the camera? There's the camera, hello. So, okay. Let's try to put it so this is the bathroom to position this right. Well, lovely sink, lovely little bath here actually. And then this is very cute. We've got this little shower just here. If I can turn it on. Fifth, I'm not actually gonna take a shower, that would be crazy. It's a virtual shower. And then there's a toilet hidden away just in that door there, which and obviously I'm not going to give you a demo of. But there's little sort of hidden area. More just this small face, and then the rope sort of this bedroom. Mysterious locked door doesn't want me to go in. I don't think there's anything behind it. But yeah, anyway, we're going to side note that we're going to run it. It's my favourite place is actually so. It's like incredible. My favourite place is Archer. And of course, it's only tab. But look at the bloody hot jets on this. These oh, I have to jump in. I think there's nope. There we go. There we go. So we've got this lovely hot tub. Look at the jet. I really like the jets. Actually, this hot tub's done really, really well. The stand. Yeah, the jet's coming up from below. There's that on the side. Oh, and find this. Really like the jets. Well done. It's very. Shit. Okay. Right, now we're gonna move on. I do a hot tub phase. We'll get hot tub streams stream today. We'll do a Sunday, tub stream on Sunday. We'll do another hot relax. Just a really nice photo. So Darcy, Bareem yesterday. Having a hot tub with a grumblove is Annie Skyer basing. You can see she kind of a missy. Look, the clouds are doing weird permutations. And obviously there's light flashing and stuff because there's lots of like thunderstorm, but as we're in the middle of it, I really like the effects on the clouds. They've done a really good job there. Like during the day you've got our clouds just sort of like roll, and then dawn they're just during the thunder they look angry. They look really angry. I love that. Hey Dre, anyway, you haven't asked me what have you been up to all this time. I feel like I haven't seen you for a year. I also remember you used to come by with your big hat on. You loved that hat. See, I remember everyone. As long as you're doing okay though, that's the main thing. Okay, we're gonna look at another world now. This is one that Broke Tech actually recommended to me yesterday, but he sent me to a very different one. It's wispy, so it's actually woos, not wispy woos, but it's one that it's what, and then someone's book. I don't know. I looked at both, I couldn't see modesty much of a difference, but we're gonna go and have a look anyway. This isn't like it's a beachy one, but there's sort of like, there's a bit of a beach theme going. So, I think it's called down by this one's called Sespiwu, but the race by the side of Kalen Wolf. So, they've probably, but to be honest, I didn't spend long enough. They changes fit it to try and pick up on what those changes were. He is an incredible builder. Yeah. Horizon desktop editor is the mix 6 to PBR material of PS2. Yeah, and to be honest, the materials being baked into the PBR maps. Like, well, that's not bake. Channel packing is not like, it's not black magic as such, but it's yeah. It's not easy for new pew, that kind of stuff, people to right? And it generally is a bit of a, oh my god, I gotta start the music. Okay, there we go. Do I any copyright strikes? In here is like a lighting phenomenal. And like Brooke Tech said, he loved Clover is special to him, for which I know of. So you can kind of see through this window the sun is like casting that amazing shimmer through the sea. Yeah, it looks absolutely gorgeous. This is a really nice map. Do you know, I remember when I said I was buying a Wispy Woo map. I remember Charlene next. Oh, you but he said, hey, Sundown. I was like, no, they have ever been to that. I'm not. I love that one, but well, here we are. And this is generally incredible. So, we have a little, there's like little nooks in here and little caves. It's very, very well detailed. There's a lot of like, you know, be typical with various way the blankets had to be featured down and draped, and if I was hammering in, you can actually see sort of pull back them up top. They got these draped blankets from above. While the light fittings look there as well, the style of white for me certainly. The sofas as well. I really would love to know how to construct sort of sofa areas as well. I've done a bit of this like physics based plot speaking before. And to get you on it, you said it just the way, very tough, very much so, and I think Wispy absolutely masters it. There's a few others who have completely mastered it as well. I just love this now, but did the way it looks so squishy. I absolutely love that. It's special. Cool. All right, so we're gonna have a look up here as well. Look at the area. I have this little lounge. You love this. They've got this wonderful sort of area just in here for like gatherings. And they just got like a big C shape. Sofas like that look out to the main sort of build. Sorry, I'll try and drop you down a bit so you're not looking down at the floor so much. But there's also like usual play typically minus buttons sort of very wispy where you can turn mirror in on a good old one-way mirror. I'm assuming you can get out while that's turned on. Yeah, you can. So we've got a lovely one-way mirror just in the background there, which is. Yeah, that's it. These plus minus buttons, the minus ones do cut out usually in Wispy's builds. I've noticed that. So you can see yourself, but you don't get to see everything else reflecting as well. So, but very, very cool. I love that. Okay, so if we do here, there's just carry-ons an upstairs area. So we'll just sort of carry on up here. And if I go, there's a tiny little nook in here, which is lovely. And if we carry on up the stairs here, that takes us up to looking upstairs sort of bedroom area, which is just sort of like suspended above all the lounges. Oopsie grand. Which looks yeah. So if we now head back downstairs, because I'm assuming we can't just jump from the balcony, it'd probably break our legs. Not really, obviously. But if we just that's the door to outside out there. We're not going to go out there. What's in here? And have a little look, be like a sort of, and there appears to be an area, which is for bar. This is delightful, much bigger build than this actually was. Thought it was lovely. Sure. It's a little stage for performances too. That's absolutely inspiration. I'm trying to get ideal. So just to go as to how to sort of build the Lotus, and I've got a shape in my mind I want it to look. But every time I wind as to how I wander around, I keep seeing people just challenging these sort of bars that we use to shape through. Actually coming out as so inconvenient with things that are inventional. But like, look at this. You got like booth seating up here, just in the corner next to the bar, which is a great place to put it. Could talk to the people behind the bar. You could still then. If you're running any sort of really good touch your world in VR, like so. I think the bar is a place where people have always that sort of quote on oops and sort of often rule of disappearing to just split off to the coarsely and people spend time in their groups. I put watch. A lot of people come out and they win on their own. I want to know where they can go to sort of speak to people. I think the bar is definitely the centre point for that. And such as it is in real to congregate a life as well. So like, there's always a bet. How a friend of mine says with every beer, well, there is sham lie down. A lot. You really can are meant for people lying all of these worlds down. I mean, people will come in and just sort of sit on the floor and that's in and talk to each other. That's this ground. The other thing is worth sewing thing. I noticed the call Zen in her world. Some worlds. ZEN obviously. Little Jap. And it's like a world. These themed reviews like they've a horse bill were made, and I think I ran it. First, you loved it about 2 months, but all the sauce seating was full, and I noticed something. People being like close to the floor because there was no sitting in Horizon Worlds back then, so you had to basically create like drop through areas where you brought like a non-collidable floor up to about sort of like, let's say, midriff height, so you can still see people's chests. And weirdly I designed that before we even had legs in Horizon Worlds. That's mad, isn't it? We were floating torsos back then, so it made it even more so of natural that you're sitting close to the floor, like floor seats in a sort of a classical traditional Japanese sort of ryokan house. I really loved that world. It was amazing. But it felt very, very comfortable being close to the ground. It was like a table in the middle. That's another thing. You put a table with some attractions in the middle. I know people sometimes in VR are not good with boundaries. So there's a whole thing where if you put a table in front of people, it sort of spaces them out, so people aren't literally, face to face talking. Because I know some people are a bit weird about that. And yeah, it's kind of like where we have bars as well. The bars put an obstacle between us and the people we're talking to. It's just more comfortable for a lot of people. Let's sort of look. Legs is crazy. What is the world I've made that I'm most happy with? Oh my goodness, that's a big question. Well, the one I've definitely put the most effort into is the White Lotus. Obviously that's a constant work in progress that I'm about to basically throw in the bin and start again, as I do every year. Take lessons learned from it and then rebuild it better next time. So there'll be the Generation 3 build of the White Lotus, and as soon as my head merges to concentrate for a few hours, then we'll be off to a great start. I've made some starts, but ultimately I've thrown all of the designs in the bin so far. Apart from the last one. I haven't given up on that one mentally yet, but like you said, I come into places like this and I see them doing such amazing things with so little space. Like, people tend to build these big grand bars, these big things, right? And I'm like, that's great at spacing people out. And I've said it several times when I've been stood in a Lotus at night, like looking at the thing, and there'll be like 28 people in there. And I'll be saying to the guys, like, does it feel like there's 28 people in here? And does it feel like this world is full? And it doesn't. And this is some advice I had off a really good creator called Crazy with a K, some years back. And I asked him about the Infinite Hangout, which at the time was the most populated world on the platform. And I said to him, like, how have you got so many people in here? It's basically a room with a corridor and a balcony. It's like that's 32 people pretty much that are all squished into one very small space. And he said, I don't really understand it either. However, people love to be kept together, and it was all based on this sort of study that was done by, I think, Meta, when he said that like people are more likely to stay in worlds where they're basically finding people within about 10 to 20 seconds of joining the world. And I guess if you just drop people right into the thick of the action, then people are going to go like, oh wow. Because I remember I had a rough experience once. I went into a world, and it was a nice world, but it was the social world, and I basically got dropped in some corridor, and I had to walk like 10 minutes, only to find out that the people that were in the world were off in some really far away hideout. And I only picked up because I could hear them just about really far away, and they were in some secret cave or something. And I thought, this is a terrible experience. I've come in sort of looking for human connection, and I'm doing hide and seek. Most people are too lazy for that. That doesn't work. That's a really bad world design thing. So I think downsizing is key, for sure. The White Lotus stuck in the basketball net by accident. I don't think we've got basketball nets in the White Lotus. We have no games there, in fact. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure we don't. We've never had a basketball net. But yeah. But the White Lotus will. The White Lotus still runs every day. Actually, it will be opening in about just over an hour. So it's about an hour and 10 minutes. It opens. It's open for 2 hours every day. Just because it's too exhausting to run it for any longer than that. And I like to relax in the evening, and running a public instance is really exhausting because you have to basically stand there and keep the kids out and make sure people aren't sort of clawing each other's eyes out, which luckily they never are. It's we don't really get problems there, not really. I think people tend to come to the White Lotus to get away from problems because they know I don't put up with it. I encourage people to settle their disputes, and if they're not, then shut up about it. But that's just how I work, I guess. Yeah. Seems to work. It's a formula that's worked for a few years, so I'm happy to stick with it. Yeah. All good. I think that's the thing. I had someone ask me actually yesterday, like, why is it labeled as a 25 plus, and why does it also say 18 plus? It's because technically it's an 18 plus world. Technically, because that's the only age banding that actually exists within Solar Horizon worlds. It's like, but, and that's it. I don't want to shy off people who are sort of maybe a bit younger coming in as well. I've had a lot of questions about that. People have not felt welcome because they were like 21, 22, and I don't want to give that impression. However, I do have strict rules of conduct. I do want people to behave like grown adults, because there are a lot of 18 plus worlds already, and they're full of tantrums and boisterousness. And I want to create a space that is nicer and calmer, and that is my purpose, that is my reason, that is my will. So 100% I will expect conduct to be that of maturity in there. Yeah, just because there's so many places you can go if you just want to argue with people, and I'm not that. Yeah, Dre knows that, because Dre used to come to the Lotus, didn't he, Dre? Used to pop in every now and then. Anyway, let's go on to the next place. I got some really special to show you. Now this is one that was recommended by Ophelia, actually. And it's called Safi Ray. And this world actually made me cry a bit earlier. Oh yeah, I'm not winding you up. There was a note on the piano in it, and it really hit me. It kind of resonated a little. I'm going to show you what it says, and I'm not going to make you cry, guys. Tell me if my voice starts crackling and breaking up when we go to the next world, because it's quite heavy, but it is beautiful. Okay, here we go. We're heading out. So this is Safi Ray, sorry, by Fins. Now, Fins is very well known for doing District Roboto, which are some of the most beautiful worlds on the platform. It is PC only. Now, tell me if my voice is like going to howl, because sometimes when I come into these graphically intensive worlds, it just all goes to pot. Okay, great. So we spawn in on this wonderful. This is right up my alley as well. Like, look at, oh my god. We've got gigantic crystalline manta rays just flying around in the air. That is so beautiful. Look at them go. And the sea and the door, and even the way these bits are done, like these bits of furnishing. Like you've got these sort of banisters or balustrades, little bollards, I don't know what the hell they call them, but yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it gets somewhat tuned because we're about to see some better state off. So be right, find me. Oh, Italian kiss. Italian, so good. So we get, they're right up here. We get guys. And gathering hours. But could these little being kissed? This is 100%. If I could like this, design worlds like. Anyway, let's carry on. Look, there's a tiny cat on the stairs as well. This just. I can probably stroke it, but I'm not going to do that because you know, face full of my butt cheeks. No one wants that. So we're going to run left the stairs, okay? It's the cat, few by person, and then what we do, go to the piano. I hope the music's not slow over. Guys, we're powering, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the camera off, and I'm going to point at this note, and you can read it with me. I'll read it to you, okay? And then we'll carry on exploring. We'll make it quick. This is what made me cry. Really. January 31st, 2026. Finn's Safari. Dear Explorer, if you're reading this, thank you for being here. This place is called Safari. It's small. What I made on purpose, struggling, this world out feeling jading had stopped. Quick, I can't each time self hardly at pushing my expecting, trying to meet. I didn't know how to let glaciers. I told off that the rest could wait all myself, and I just needed to try a little harder, be a little better. I didn't realize how tired I was, or how unkind I had become to myself. Safari is a letter I wrote when I couldn't keep going the same way anymore. An apology to the version of me who was exhausted and hurting, and a promise to take better care of myself from here on, imperfectly but honest, slowly, effusively. Worlds before visited my wink you. Then every visit matters more than I know how to say. If you found this place by accident, and it gave you I hope, a quiet moment to breathe, and that's all this world is meant to be. And as always, thank you for visiting. Fins. And so yeah, guys, is my voice coming through okay? I could turn on the monitor, but I'm just going to chat back, because unfortunately I won't stay if it is, because that's not going to make for easy listening. Bear with. I don't know how to molest this. Oh, I should have. No, I don't know how to do that, I'm sorry. I'm not really debt up for that. It would take you guess. I'm that my voice is not coming through. I'm gonna, so okay, skip on to the next world. There's, I will where I leave, how I'll say before, there's leather. These, wonderful doors that lead to other sections. Don't just do look at me. Yes, sorry. We're back. So if I go, there we go. It takes the here, go in this door. That's into. I have stopped talking a sec, just in case. Sorry, I will ring when we resume talking now. Lead the world, but for now. It's a garden of lotus flowers. I love this. The co. Okay, sorry, I've gone a bit quiet and just taking my time. I think, to be honest, I fancy shooting some guns. Actually, no, we could do geolocator. Let's do geolocator. I haven't played that in a while. I've watched a team of people wanted to bring it to it, but just I get to late in the night and I just don't want to. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we'll do some geolocator challenge. I absolutely love this game. I would love to do this more often on stream, if you guys are good with that. Because I think it's truly a special world. The reason why we stopped coming here so much was because the worlds, the places that it was showing us seemed to be, quite the same. Okay, let's have a little look. So, I look at this frequently and I think I'm sure I've played this enough to unlock some things. Like, can I have the, oh wow, I'm Froka? No? I don't know. Okay, let's carry on, guys. So I love this. Yeah. You are absolutely right. Obviously, running the White Lotus, I dabble in a lot of Lotus philosophy. And you are absolutely right. The lotus grows strong in the mud. And grows out of it. And then goes back into it. I absolutely love it. There's so many ways to slice it. It's you know. Okay. So we're gonna play this game, guys. One of these days I might bring other people in on the stream. What do you guys think about that? Maybe? I tell you, I do, and I mentioned this yesterday. I do have every intention of doing workout streams at some point, like in the dance studio, and actually getting up there and but I'll let you in on a secret. I was at the gym tonight. I know. I actually made it to the gym. And so I don't feel like dancing right now, but maybe later. But yeah, we're doing workout streams, and you guys can follow along. Remember your water bottles, of course, but we're doing live workout streams with a video in VR. I don't know how the music copyright thing's gonna go with that, but I'll have to work that out. Maybe I'll have to play at a higher speed. That could be mental, actually, if we do workout at high speeds. Then maybe we'll have to just do it slower. We're doing squats. Anyway, so I'm just driving myself mad. So I'm gonna do 10 rounds. I don't know how much time I've got left on the stream, but I'll do 9 rounds. So I'll hit the start game button, and then we're gonna sort of play this, okay? So let's just position you over here, and what I might do, I've got to try and, if I anchor you to the world, that could work okay. I've got to be careful with this, guys. So here we go. If I just position you there, that's relatively straight. Great. So you can see this. So I've got 43 seconds, and I've basically got to grab, so gone pigeon toed in there. What the hell? Messed to recalibrate in just a sec. So, well, I'm looking around and I'm seeing, I don't know, this looks like Mexico, maybe. Oh, no. It could be Brazil. Let's do Brazil. I'm thinking it's Brazil. Let's go. I'm going sort of Brazil, but close to Mexico, because I'm actually not sure. Should I quickly recalibrate while I wait? Because my leg appears to have gone for a wander. There we go. We're not pigeon-toed anymore. Where was it? It was in Mexico. Vista Hermosa. Okay, not too far. Yeah, okay, not too far. I got 1,490 points for that. I'm good with that. So if we move our way over here now, let's just get that. Okay, round 2. So looking around. I love this game so much. So we've got something over there. See, I'm thinking. I'm looking for clues, guys. 30 seconds on the clock. I really want to say, like, Malaysia or something, or Korea. It's something in the east, I'm sure of it. Let me just pop a pin. Here, maybe there, I'm not sure. We'll find out now. Where is it? Oh, what? Finland? Well, it's bloody miles away. Okay, I think I got 141 points there. That's almost like a pity point. Come on now, what the hell? Right. I love this game. Should I do this game more often, do you think? I really enjoy this game. This is my bag. I love sort of running around investigating things. Looking at this, I'm thinking like, this is saying like Germany to me. This is feeling like it's Germany. I'm just gonna run around to give you guys a good look, but I'm thinking it's Germany. So I'm gonna pop this just. It's either Germany or Sweden or Norway, but I think we're in the right sort of zone. It's definitely Europe. So I'm gonna go like, yeah, I'm just gonna go here, like near, I think, Frankfurt or what have you. With a camera on a slight tilt. I'm sorry. Boop. There we go. Where was it? Norway! Oh god, okay. Hey, it wasn't a million miles away. That was 3,703 points. I think you can get a maximum of 5,000 per round, so we're doing pretty well. Yeah, okay, I'll play this game more often, because I could literally do this all the time. It makes the change from shooting galleries, and you absolutely know that I love shooting galleries, right? I absolutely love shooting galleries, but this really does, it tickles my brain cells. I like things that tickle my brain cells. So if we go over here, oh my goodness, so, I'm really not sure. Honestly, I'm looking at the vegetation. I'm struggling a bit here. I'm really not sure. But okay, I got it. We have to take a guess. I'm gonna say like Russia, maybe? We'll see. Okay. There was in Argentina. Oh god, I would never have got that. Okay. Well. Let's move on to round 5, hey? So, round 5 is starting, guys. Yeah, we were doing live streams on this, SJ. And not live streams, I'm sorry, we were doing like live events of this at the White Lotus. And oh wow, okay. This is giving me South America vibes. Maybe. Oh yeah. This is like Peru or something, or Brazil. Surely. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gamble there, because this doesn't. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm going with sort of that sort of area, I think. I'm a little, so my feet are inside the thingy. Wait, where was it? Indonesia? Holy shit. Oh, Vietnam? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, okay, fair, I should have listened to. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's just run over here then. So, okay, here we go. So... oh gosh. This feels like America. This feels like the USA. The reason I say that, there's those US post boxes that they have outside their houses. And so I'm thinking this is like, it's lovely, but I don't know if it's Florida. I don't think it's Florida, but I'm going to sort of go in the region of Florida. I think sort of, yeah, I'm going to just, that sort of area. Florida / Alabama, maybe, I guess. Oh no, let's see. The GA, is that Georgia? Oh, wow. Oh my god. Look at that. Like, the pin was, I don't know if you can see that, but the pin was like right on top of it. Like, literally, I got 5,000 points for that. I was so close. Like, literally bang on. I didn't realize I was putting the map pin on Georgia, but I should have known that. Maybe. My American geography is actually not super strong. It's okay. It's possible, but it's just not, it's not great. I don't really understand much about America. Okay. Now this, what do we reckon, guys? What do we reckon? I'm looking at the makes of cars, looking at the types of vehicles, and I am drawing blanks. What are the types of trees? Any wording? What does it say? Well, do I recognize that brand? I don't think I do. How about... I really don't know, but I'm gonna go for sort of like... I'm gonna go for sort of America, maybe Canada, I'm not sure. Let's drop that pin there and see what happens, guys. Oh. Oh! HI. I'm not sure where HI is, but... oh, Hawaii. Okay, it was in bloody Hawaii. That's lunatic. Look, I put the pin there, but it was actually over in the middle of, yeah, the Pacific. Why? Crazy. Okay. Hello, Witch. How you doing? You okay? So, let's have a look. Where are we? again, you know, this feels like the US because they've got the post boxes. But I really can't say where. I'm looking at the type of grass. I really don't know. It doesn't look like, and the road signs as well look very, very American. I'm gonna go with American. I'm gonna push it, I guess, close to the Florida side of things again, but maybe sheer. Although there's no tropical looking trees, so I mean, yes, it's nowhere near the sea, equator, and NC. NC? Anyone know what NC is? Okay, I wasn't a million miles away. NC, North Carolina, that's what NC is. I got there eventually. Okay. Yeah, not a million miles away, but not close either. Okay. Where are we going, guys? Let's, okay. Oh, wow. I want to say this is Scotland. This feels like the UK. Let me look at these number plates. The problem is the number plates are all blurred out because that would be too much. This definitely feels like it's the UK. I gotta be honest. Let's have a look at the hills in the background. Oh, that's an interesting body of water over there. No, it's a fence. Okay. Oh no, the balconies don't seem very Scottish. I'm thinking this is Scandinavian, actually. I'm thinking like maybe, I'm thinking maybe Finland or Denmark. Yeah, let's try Finland or Denmark. I'll put that just there and see what we got. Austria, okay. It was the mountains in the background that threw me, though, to be honest. Yeah. Right, what time is it, guys? Okay, this is coming up to 7:15, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the stream now. Let me just spawn this camera back. What the hell is it? Okay, 2 seconds. Just gonna there we go. We anchor the camera back to us. So, yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream now, but thank you so much, everyone, for turning out. It really matters to me. I'm so thankful to have an audience as well, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And yeah, and we'll be doing a workout stream at some point. Tomorrow I'd like to show you a new dress that I've created. Well, I haven't created it, but I've fitted it. I might have redone the textures. It's kind of spiffy. I also need to fix my sweatpants because I've accidentally, right, get this, when I was doing the weight painting for the verses, I was going to wear my amazing sweatpants today. But unfortunately, I've glued the bottom of the legs together, so when I run around, it looks like there's a thread attached. It looks really stupid. I would show you, but I don't want to get changed in front of the camera. Obviously, that could be disastrous. So just take my word for it. But yeah, thank you so much for showing up. If you haven't liked the YouTube stream, please do. It does help. Those little likes do count up, and they do bring more people on. The more people we get on, the more fun it's going to be, because I do enjoy the craziness. But yeah, thank you, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, let's do this tomorrow. We'll do some other stuff tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some fishing or some shit.